Is that an actual genre? Strange masked men posting thirst traps online. It's a girl solving a murder mystery at a prestigious university where she kind of doesn't belong. Maybe it's girl math, mostly it's just delusional. I think it'll be fun, vibey, very fall-esque. So much happens in this book. This is a Persephone. Hello everybody, my name's Carrie. Welcome back to my channel. Today is my birthday, just in case you were wondering. So that means, of course, that we are going to be doing a birthday book haul. Okay, most of these books I actually did not get today. Some of them I did get today from Barnes, but like 11 of them or so I got earlier in the month for myself for my birthday. And then my husband took me to Barnes today as a surprise and just let me pick out whatever I wanted. So that was fun and cool. And so now I'm going to share the spoils with y'all. Okay, so to start out with, because it's right here, I got the entire Eden series by Devney Perry. I have read Indigo Ridge and Juniper Hill, and I'm in the middle. Oh wait, and Garnet Flats, just kidding. I've read all three of those. I've started Jasper Vale, and I still have to read Crimson River and Sable Peak. These are, honestly, they're a good small town romance. They're set in Montana and they follow the Eden siblings as they all kind of find romantic partners. They're interconnected standalones, but they are more fun if you read them in order, because at the end of each book you kind of get a chapter leading into the next book, like setting the groundwork for the two main love interests meeting in the next book. So that's really fun. Also, every single book in the series has kind of a mystery subplot. In the first book, Indigo Ridge, so far, that one had the most actual mystery because there was a murder mystery, actually. And the main character in the book is the Newtown sheriff trying to solve kind of a case that might be a murder. So the romantic, I almost said romantic suspense. Is that an actual genre? I don't know. It's romantic and it's a mystery thriller. Romantic suspense, that sounds right. Yeah, I did actually have kind of a difficult time getting into romance when I initially started my reading journey last year, and I had kind of an aesthetic, like a book aesthetic, pop up on my Pinterest, because I do save, collage book aesthetics to Pinterest board, and one popped up for Indigo Ridge, and I saw it and I was like, I think I'm gonna love that book, and I was not wrong. It's great. Highly recommend. And I love Devney Perry as an author too. Just FYI. She also did Shield of Sparrows, which I personally thought was really good. I know not everybody loved it, but I definitely would recommend that one. Okay, up next, we have these two. Quicksilver and Throne of Glass. Both of these I've already read. Both of them I love. Quicksilver I read on Kindle Unlimited, I don't know, sometime last year, and I absolutely loved this book. I think this is actually the traditionally published paperback cover, and I don't love it necessarily, but I did not want to buy the hardcovers just because I don't really like hardcovers, and I worry that if I get too many of them, my bookshelf is going to fall down. So we got the paperback. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. This is about a young woman who lives in a deserty, kind of arid world where water is a very scarce resource. Ends up basically pulling a sword out of some sort of pedestal, I guess, and getting transported into a Fey realm. So it's fun. It's cool. So much happens in this book. The story from the beginning to the end, completely freaking different. By the end, you're like, what happened? I feel like I read 3 freaking books. I really loved it. I'm very excited for the next one to come out. So there we go. Quicksilver, highly recommend. Choo! Okay, Throne of Glass. I feel like I'm not even going to talk about this because we all know what it's about. It's great. Love it. The only reason I'm buying this is because I actually loaned my copy to a coworker and then just never saw them again. So had to replace it. I actually haven't had the full set for, I don't know, almost a year now, which is a long time. It's been staring at me every time I look at my bookshelf. So I'm happy I got it. The set is now complete again. Whoa. Moving on. Now, we have some new books that I didn't get today. We've got Nightshade. I've heard some good things about this. Again, I'm excited to read it. I'm pretty sure it's dark academia. It's a girl solving a murder mystery at a prestigious university where she kind of doesn't belong. Falls in love with a man, right? Very typical. We also have Ninth House. I feel like so similar if we're just going off the blurb. Probably very different books with very different vibes, but also about a young woman who is kind of trying to solve a murder mystery, going to a prestigious university, Yale. I don't know if she ends up finding a man and falling in love in this one, which, you know, good. We need more independent women in romantasy. No, I'm just kidding. It's not romantasy then. Good. Not every story has to be a love story, you know? Okay. I'm very excited about both of these too. I'm kind of in my dark academia era. I think it'll be fun, vibey, very fall-esque. Another dark academia, The Atlas Six. It's about magicians competing for a place in the Alexandrian Society. I've heard it's pretty good. I know some people love Olive Blake, so I'm excited to try it. Who knows? We have Lights Out by Nevessa Allen. So this book is about a woman, I think she's a nurse. Yes, trauma nurse. She's a trauma nurse, and she is into strange masked men posting thirst traps online. I guess she kind of like messages one of them, and she's like, oh my gosh, stalk me. And then he's like, don't mind if I do. But then I guess somebody else potentially tries to stalk her too. And he's like, absolutely not. I'm stalking her right now. And then they fall in love, which sounds very romantic. Okay, now for the real event, okay? Not that those books aren't exciting and also so new. Like, I don't know why these are more exciting because I got them today. But I am very excited about these. I kind of went wild. I had a plan in mind when I went to Barnes, and then I kind of went off the rails a little bit. Oh my gosh. Let's start here. City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I feel like we've all read it. I've read it. I feel like most people, not most people, I've seen a lot of people on BookTube rereading this right now, and I don't know why I'm getting FOMO every time they bring it up. I know what the kind of weird plot twist is, but I did read it so long ago that I feel like I've completely forgotten everything. I just remember what that kind of like first initial end of book one plot twist is, and I don't know. I want to get back on the, is this one the Immortal Instruments? Yes, the Immortal Instruments train. And then there is Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess, which I've heard are the best three. And I actually never read those. I think I only read the first three Shadowhunters, or the first three Immortal Instruments books when I originally read this. So I'm going to give it a try. I only got the first one instead of buying the entire series because I'm worried I'm either going to start reading it and everything's going to come back to me instantly, and I'm just going to be like, there's a reason I didn't finish this. I'm also worried it could just be super YA at this point for me, and I just won't like it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to have fun though. Next up, we have A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. This is a Persephone...
Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. This audiobook can be read for free in the start.
Alexa, stop. So chaotic. Okay. We've got this, A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. It's a Hades and Persephone retelling. I loved the Percy Jackson series. Obviously, everybody did. And I've always kind of thought that if I dived into a more adult kind of Greek mythology retelling, that I would really enjoy it just because I loved that series. I also recently read the Kingdom of the Wicked series by Kerri Maniscalco, and that really also gave me kind of like Hades, underworld, God of the Dead kind of vibes reading that, especially book 2. And so I was like, I'm going to pick this up. One of my best friends recommended it to me, so I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's going to be a good time. Okay, A Touch of Darkness. Okay, here we go. Oh no, they're not together. Hang on. Oh no, it's out of order. How much did I get? Jeez Louise. Okay. We've got Spark of the Everflame and Glow of the Everflame. Okay, I'm not going to read the back of book 2. Oh my gosh, no spoilers. I actually don't entirely know what this book is about. I've heard about it on almost every single freaking booktube channel that I watch, though, and I've heard that it's really good. I have not heard a single person say anything negative about this book series, and not gonna lie, I really like these sprayed edges. I don't know what it is about them. I feel like lined up, they're gonna be kind of pretty together. I do know that it's about a healer girl, potentially. Oh, yes, her mother disappeared, and so she's kind of trying to figure out where her mother went, and potentially falling in love with a prince along the way. I've heard that this is the most slow burn series ever, and I love that. Honestly, I wish in books couples never got together. I just want slow burn the entire time. Only tension. So there we have it. Spark of the Everflame, Glow of the Everflame by Penn Cole. I have been so terrible about saying the authors' names. I might just go back through at the end of this video and say all the book titles and the authors' names because I just realized I skipped like 3 of them. So there's that. I'm very excited for it. I also do realize that at least these 3 books, A Touch of Darkness, Spark of the Everflame, and Glow of the Everflame, are all on Kindle Unlimited. And so it's kind of ridiculous for me to actually buy the physical books, but I just feel like if I don't buy the physical books, I'm never just going to read them on Kindle Unlimited. I'm always just going to put them off in favor for books that I have on my physical TBR that are also on Kindle when I want to read a Kindle book. So I know that logic is kind of crazy. Doesn't necessarily make sense. Maybe it's girl math. Mostly it's just delusional. But here we are. I have them already, and I'm excited. Okay, Throne of the Fallen by Kerri Maniscalco. Same name as me. Love that. We always support the Kerrys over here. I think this book follows Envy, who was in the Kingdom of the Wicked series. I was reading I think the second one, Kingdom of the Cursed, outside my work the other day, and one of my coworkers came up to me and was like, "Oh my god, you're reading that series? It's so good! This one is the best one. Make sure you read this afterwards." So I got this book. I haven't technically finished that series. I still have the last one to go, but I might tuck into this guy immediately once I'm finished because I really, really, really like that series. It's about Envy, who is one of the princes of sin. He's basically a prince of hell, of the underworld, and it looks like he is trying to save his court, I guess with the help of a girl who's a painter. It's not really giving me much on the back, in all honesty. It sounds like they go on a perilous journey through the underworld, and obviously fall in love. It's a romantasy. Other than that, I really don't know much. It is so much chunkier than her other books. Let's see. I'm going to try not to see any spoilers here. 560. I think that the longest one in the Kingdom of the Wicked series is like 430 pages. I might be wrong, but this one's at least a good solid 100 pages longer than all of the previous books. And this one is adult, whereas the Kingdom of the Wicked series was YA. Although I went into it knowing it was YA, and some of those scenes I was like, this does not feel YA to me, but okay, go off. Okay, next up, Behooved. I haven't heard a thing about this book. I saw it in Barnes. I thought the cover was so pretty. Take a look at that. Okay, the cover is so pretty, especially with the pink sprayed edges. The title sounded weird, and so I was like, what in the heck is that about? It is about a princess who is forced to marry a prince or a king. It doesn't really matter. He's a prince, yeah. They don't like each other at first. Probably not enemies to lover, but enemies to lovers, but something similar in that same vein, obviously. He gets attacked, and then after the attack turns into a horse. And I guess now he turns into a horse during the day and a man at night. It just sounds so ridiculous. I just had to get it. I don't know. So there we have it. Behooved by M. Stevenson. I really hope this is good. Or at least, no. I really hope this is fun. I really hope it's entertaining and I have a good time reading it. That's all. Then we have Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRue. It has a little tiny crease on the cover, which makes me so sad, but there were only 2 copies on the shelf at Barnes, and the other one had a way worse crease, and I really wanted this book, so I got it anyways. I guess basically it's about a ghost killer, or a ghost hunter. I think it's like set in the modern world. She's a ghost hunter who accidentally summons a demon, which sounds a lot, not necessarily a lot like the plot of the Kingdom of the Wicked series, but it sounded enough like it. And apparently that's my entire personality now, that I like that series. So I got it. Pretty excited. Pretty thrilled. And then the last book in our book haul. It's not that exciting. I didn't like save it for last on purpose, but How Does It Feel by Janine O'Reilly. This is another book where all I've seen about it is a like aesthetic collage for the book on Pinterest. So it sounds like there is a human woman who is collecting like mushroom. She's foraging. She's foraging in the forest and falls through a portal into an unseelie fae kingdom where the king, a prince, excuse me. It's always princes, never kings. The prince finds her and becomes obsessed with her, basically, is what I'm getting. I did not know anything about this book until I bought it at Barnes. I just read the back of it at Barnes and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll try it out. I think it is kind of one of those OG book talk books. I might be mistaken. I feel like I've heard a few people talk about it, like in passing, just like, oh yeah, I liked that series, or, you know, something like that, but never really heard a lot about it, so who knows? It'll probably be good though. I like trash, so most things are good for me. Okay, so this is our book haul. I think this is, let's see, oh my gosh, just kidding. What's these? Okay, let's see how many books there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 books. What a nice even number. Just to reiterate, we've got Lights Out by Nevessa Allen, The Atlas Six by Olivia Blake, excuse me, Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, Nightshade by Autumn Woods. I definitely didn't say the author's name when I was talking about that one earlier. Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I also didn't say that, but like we all know. Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Indigo Ridge, Juniper Hill, Garnet Flats, Jasper Vale, Crimson River, and Sable Peak, all by Devaney Perry. How Does It Feel by Janine O'Reilly. Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRue. Behooved by M. Stevenson. Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco. Spark of the Everflame and Glow of the Everflame by Penn Cole. A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. And City of Bones. Why in the world Do I keep wanting to call it by one of the other books in the series? City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Ta-da! There we have it. My 20-book birthday month book haul. How fun and exciting. Thank you so much for watching this video. This very chaotic, crazy video. Just kidding. Let's calm down. It's not that extreme, okay? It's not that serious. Thank you for sticking around until the end of this slightly chaotic video. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. Bye!